Good morning, everybody. Welcome in my beautiful soul tribe, my divine feminines, my divine masculines, my star seeds. Whoever is here, welcome. I'm Shannon. This is Cosmic Goddess Healing. Um, I was thinking this morning and I was pondering. I didn't do a video yesterday because I don't know, I've been very much picking up on the energy of this retrograde that's happening at the moment. And I mean, most of you know, I talk about it quite a lot in most of my videos, but I also am on the twin flame journey. And this week has been a pretty intense, energetic week for me in terms of emotions I've been releasing. And I do believe that I'm actually going in next weekend to another shamanic ceremony and journey. Hence why I have my beautiful shamanic journeying music in the background. I've had beautiful experiences listening to this track. This track was the track I listened to over and over and over on repeat the night that I went into very deep shamanic journeying, where I fell in love with myself. It was a very intimate evening. And I don't mean intimate in the way some might be thinking. I mean intimate in the way that I saw myself. I got to step back as the observer and see my essence, see my beautiful spirit, see me. And I fell in love with myself that night, not in a conceited or egotistical way, but in a spiritual, beautiful. I saw myself. I truly saw myself that night. And I'm so grateful I journaled that experience because I go back and I look at it when I need to. But the point being, every time I've gone into a ceremony, there's usually a buildup or there's usually energy releases that happen leading up to that ceremony. And I'm currently in preparation right now, preparing my body for that ceremony next weekend. And it requires a lot of very clean eating, no alcohol, no drugs, which I don't do anyways. So, um, but you have to be very clean. You have to have a clean body, clean mind. You're really not supposed to take any medications or anything like that. No caffeine, no sex, even. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, but I don't know. Anyways, I've said it. So, but you really have to clean your body out and be prepared for the journey and to receive Mother Earth and connect with her. So, I'm feeling it. I've been feeling it a lot in this last week. A lot of tears have been coming up for me. And I hope I pronounce your name correctly, but Ruli, thank you so much. Your beautiful message, giving me that reassurance about, as you see, I'm wearing my glasses right now, hence why I don't have my ring light on because you can see the reflection in it. I'm just using an above light for this video because it's pretty gloomy and dark out today. But I'm not fighting this whole process of aging anymore. My eyes are going on me. I'm not fighting it anymore. So Ruli, and I hope I'm saying your name correctly, thank you. You have no idea how calming, how reassuring, how validating your message was for me. Um, it's almost like the fear just dropped away reading your message, and knowing that I reached somebody in Holland was like, whoa, like it just mind blowing a little bit that um like I still feel like I don't think my videos reach a lot of people, but maybe they are and I just don't know it. So thank you so much for commenting on my video and sharing your experience with me, because it did help me a lot, and I'm not feeling the same fear that I was feeling around it. And I'm surrendering to it, and I'm allowing. So it's funny, I put this sweater on today, and this sweater, the message on it says it's okay to not be okay. And I'm going to turn around because there's a really great, I don't know if you're going to be able to read it, but there is a really cool message on the back of it as well. And I love wearing this sweater, but um, I don't know, it felt sort of fitting maybe for what today's message is supposed to be about. And because I haven't been feeling great this week, but I've been like, I don't like to feel that way. So then it's almost like I go into this state of I have to do. I have to fix, I have to feel better. But putting the sweater on today and asking spirit what the message should be today, I heard it's okay to not be okay. And maybe you need to share that message with other people so that they know that it's okay to not be okay. We're not always going to feel at our best. We're not always going to feel good. But that's part of the process and it's part of the journey. And the two decks that I felt guided to use today is the Shaman's Dream Oracle and Messages from Your Angels. And I felt guided myself to use this deck the other day when I was having I just kept crying like the last couple of days, and I can feel it coming up right now. So I'm sorry, I might cry. Yeah, I feel it. A lot of emotion is starting to bubble up in me right now, and sorry. I'm trying not to stuff it down because my whole life I've stuffed emotions. I don't know if it's this music right now that's triggering this, but um, I just feel all these emotions are coming up to the surface, and it's my body preparing me for this new timeline that I'm stepping into. And it's telling me you can't take this stuff with you. You can't take the pain you've stuffed your whole life. You can't take the pain of the twin flame journey. You can't take the pain you've carried around with you for your whole life with you into this new timeline. And it's bringing it all up to the surface. And you when you think you've healed and when you think you've brought everything up, trust me, you haven't. And I'm just going to use a bit of Florida water before I get into the cards. But I have been experiencing a lot of emotions this week, and a lot of tears and a lot of sadness. Here it comes again. A lot of sadness. I don't know. Part of me feels, and you know what, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry if that's what needs to happen right now, because maybe this is what needs to be shown. Maybe this rawness, this vulnerability is the thing we hide most in the day. It's the thing that nobody shows anymore in the world. And I think we could use a little bit more vulnerability and a little bit more realness. So this is me unapologetically being real, being raw, being my vulnerable self with so many people that could potentially see this. And but I'm gonna let whatever needs to come up and happen today. And I'm gonna feel these emotions. And you know what? I've let myself cry my heart out the last 2 mornings. Cry for the pain, cry for the losses, cry for myself, for my journey, for all the things that I've been through. Cry for happiness, because I know the timeline I'm stepping into is probably going to be one of the most powerful, abundant, prosperous timelines that I've ever stepped into. And a part of me still doesn't feel worthy of that. And that's really hard. But a part of me still doesn't feel fully worthy to step into that timeline. And that was sort of the realization that I had this morning, that something in me is still not feeling worthy, and I don't understand why. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure, but there's still this piece of me that is hanging on to the past and hanging on to that lack mindset, that I'm not worthy for things. And I know I am. I know I am. In my mind, I know I'm worthy. In my heart, I know I'm worthy. But this little girl inside of me is still clinging to her past, her childhood. So anyways, thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me share my truth with you this morning. Thank you for letting me shed a few tears with you this morning. I'm going to get into the Shaman's Dream because, maybe this is for me too this morning. Maybe this reading is for me. Wow, I don't know why the card I just noticed, mindful group think. That was the beautiful card that just stood out as I went to shuffle the deck. And here we are as a group, as a collective, and a group mindset, a collective mindset. And you guys help me, and you have no idea how much you help me. Anytime you like a video, comment on my video, share my videos, subscribe to my videos. You help me rise. You help my voice get out there. You help my messages get to the right people. So thank you. I know I'm still just a little guy in the YouTube world. I'm just a little channel out there in the YouTube world, but I do trust that God guided me to this for a reason, and there's purpose in this. So I'm trusting that maybe I'm meant to be a small guy on YouTube right now. Maybe I'm not meant to be a big guy just yet, and that's okay. All right, Spirit, can you share with me what messages do maybe me and my collective need to hear right now? Why did you guide me to this deck? What is in this deck that you need? Oh boy, okay, that's too many, way too many. Why did you guide me to this deck, Spirit? I'm going to ground the deck. Spirit, show me why you have guided me. Okay, all right. Let's see. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this definitely, maybe my reading too. Drifter, experience life as it comes. And this brings me back to kind of like it's okay to not be okay. Life is going to come at you, and there is going to be moments of pain and moments of learning, and it's okay to be sad sometimes. It's okay. You know, I was talking with my beautiful friend Richie. Richie, I love you so much, and your support on my channel means the world to me. And we were talking, and I hope you are okay with me sharing this while I'm sharing it. So you better be okay with it. We were talking this morning, and sorry for my drippy nose. We were speaking this morning, and we were talking about, periods of isolation, or he was referring to a time where he had to kind of go into isolation away from the world because he was having this pity party or feel sorry for himself moment. Not a pity party. I shouldn't have said that. And I've experienced this too. And I was saying to him, you know what? Maybe it's okay that you did that. Like maybe that was not a mistake. And because he said, maybe a month was too long, that I was feeling sorry for myself, or poor me. And I thought maybe it was okay. A month is what you needed. And that month allowed him to sit with himself and look at himself. So what a beautiful gift that actually was, that he chose to. It started with a I feel sorry for myself moment, but that moment brought him into breakthrough and clarity by spending time with himself. The power of community. This is community. What did I just say? You guys, this community, your comments, when I share something vulnerable or scary and you comment like Ruli did, saying that, the eye surgery was going to be okay, and that they did this and it wasn't painful. And like, this is the community. This is why God asked me to start this channel, because he saw how lonely I was. He saw how isolated I've been. I don't have people in my life that understand this journey or that I can talk to about this journey. Very few anyways. And I believe he asked me to start this channel so that I could start building a community, a hive. I don't want to say it like that. I was going to say I'm the queen bee. That doesn't sound right though at all, but I'm building my hive. I'm building my hive and my collective and my network. And that is the power of community and time to replenish. This is like what I just shared. Sometimes we have to go into a period of isolation to replenish, to release our emotions. Dream thief is the next one. Refusal of the call. I'm going to sit with that one for a minute because I'm not really understanding why that card has come out. Maybe somebody watching this, you're not listening. You're not listening to the inner voice. You're not listening to the call. Kind of like me with this channel, I avoided it for a long time. I knew I was supposed to do this for a while, and I found every distraction available to not think about this, to not move forward with this. And I wasn't listening to the call. And maybe this card has come out as, somebody watching this needs to hear this, but it's time to listen to the call. It's time to do the thing you're being asked to do. And that's why you're in this time of replenishment. That's why you're in this period of isolation. An empty well was the title of that. And maybe you're in this place that my friend talked about, where you're feeling sorry for yourself. And I was there last week too, and that's why him and I started speaking about this. I was feeling very sorry for myself last week. And why do my eyes have to be going? And why does my shoulder have to be injured? And I can't work out regularly anymore? And why? And that was my attitude. And Spirit put me right in my place when I dished out cards to understand. It was very much, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop focusing on the negatives. Start focusing on the positives. But maybe somebody watching this right now, you're in that place of, why is nothing happening yet? Why am I feeling all these emotions? And perhaps you're not answering this call. Perhaps you're feeling this way because you're being called to do something and you're not doing it. You're avoiding it. You're distracting yourself. And cosmic womb, the divine feminine, like, this is my journey. This is the journey we are on. And you don't have to be a woman to be a divine feminine. Divine feminine is an energy. It's a beautiful energy of love, of healing, of compassion, of unconditional love. A man can embody that too. And truthfully, the real balance and enlightenment is when we can balance both masculine and feminine energies. And wow, yeah, the last card out is heart home, compassion. I think this is talking about compassion for ourselves, compassion for our journey. It's okay to not be okay. Have compassion for yourself. We have to go through these moments. We have to go through these periods of isolation, these moments of feeling sorry for ourselves, or even me experiencing all these emotions bubbling to the surface. I have compassion for that. And I'm honoring that right now. And you know what? I'm letting myself cry. I used to swallow that shit down. I did not want to cry. I did not want to show emotions. I don't do that anymore. I don't swallow it down anymore. I let it come out. And I keep looking at this card, Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. Like, this is surrender. We're being asked to surrender right now. And you know what? If you're not okay right now, it's okay. Just be with that. Just be with that. Have compassion for that. Because I feel like the world, the divine feminine is the main energy of this world now. This new earth that everybody keeps talking about, this is beautiful divine feminine energy that is finally coming back into balance, because we have been driven by a distorted masculine energy for a very long time. And finally, there is this balancing happening of divine masculine and feminine energies that are bringing us into this new earth. But it is awakening a lot of things within us. And we're all experiencing all these crazy emotions, ascension symptoms. I was getting all that pressure in my head again last week, and vertigo, and headaches, and feeling nauseous. And I knew right away, there's no point going to a doctor about this, because the doctor isn't going to make sense of this. This is spiritual. And I accept that. So I don't want this video to be too long. I want to find out why we were guided to use the angel deck. So Spirit, angels, my beautiful, beautiful angels, can you tell me why you guided me to this deck for this collective message? What are the messages that you have for my collective that is watching this? What would you like them to know? One more time, one more shuffle. Spirit, is there anything else in this deck that you need my collective to know and understand? Okay. So, wow, patience. Now is not, oh wait, okay, let me redo. Retrograde energy, can't speak. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future, you will synthesize your knowledge into action. Patience. Lord knows, if you've watched my videos, patience is not a virtue for me. Patience has been a struggle for me. I have very much struggled with patience, but I feel like tying it into this reading, you're maybe in this period of incubation right now where you're working through all these emotions and all these feelings as you're stepping into your 5D. But you're being asked to have a little bit of patience right now, patience for yourself, patience for your journey. Um, Caressa is the next angel card. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Wow. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. A lot of orange, too. A lot of orange in these cards. Beautiful, beautiful message. I mean, I think that speaks for itself. You are coming to the end of your healing. I don't want to say the end because it's not the end. We're always going to grow and experience things. But I've been feeling this too, where we are finally coming to the last little bit. The last little bit of emotions are coming up now. The last bit of pain and trauma I stuffed is coming up now because I'm coming to the finish line. I am coming to the finish line, and maybe you are coming to the finish line. You've been doing the work. You're asking when are things going to get better for me? When am I going to step into this new timeline? And they're telling you, you are coming to the end of this, but you've just got to work through the last little bit of stuff that's coming up. Isabella is the next card, and I have a daughter with this name. Love you, baby girl. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. So, again, you're coming to the end of this, and whatever it is you're trying to manifest, it's happening. And I think this is a yes. This is if you had a question in this reading, or if you were thinking to yourself, is she going to say yes or no to what it is I'm asking? The answer is yes. Whatever it is you've been asking about, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, Isabella is saying yes. So Archangel Gabriel is the next card. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please, oh my God, please don't allow insecurities to hold you back, and I will help you. You're refusing the call. Holy crap. I love when the two decks kind of intertwine and align with the message. But Archangel Gabriel has been coming through a lot. And I follow a beautiful guy on YouTube who channels Archangel Gabriel, and he's so jovial and happy and smiling all the time. His channel, I think, is called Archangel Gabriel if you want to follow him and watch him. But you're not listening. You're letting your insecurities and your fear hold you back. But step into it. Start that YouTube channel. Start the dream thing that you've wanted to do. Don't let fear hold you back. Trust me, don't. Your last card out is Archangel Maya. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Yeah, some of you, I think, are afraid. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I felt the same way when I started this channel. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure I should be doing this? Because, like, I fully doubted that I even had the abilities. I didn't think I was psychic. I didn't think I could read cards. I was so afraid to screw this up because I'm a perfectionist. But I started learning. I started watching YouTube card readers. I started soaking the information up like a sponge. And at the same time, I was doing my own healing work. So as I was doing my own healing work and I was watching other YouTube readers, I was learning and I was growing and my gifts were expanding. Once you say yes, the minute you say yes to the thing you're being called to do, it's crazy how much it opens for you. It's crazy how the right people get put in your life path to help you, understand the gift, to help you understand how to use it. So please, 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 if you're being called to do something, just do it. Don't worry about how, just take the first step. I actually had to use ChatGPT to gather my thoughts to understand what is the first thing I need to do to start this YouTube channel. And it was very surprising how much it was helpful in putting things together for me. And then once I sort of was able to sort of organize those thoughts, I just did it. I just bought the equipment. I went out to the forest one day and I started filming, and I've not looked back. So I don't want to make this message go on and on and on. I love you guys. If you're not doing okay right now, I love you. Please know this is temporary. It's part of your process, it's part of your journey. Let yourself feel those feelings. Let yourself cry. Let yourself be angry. Don't stuff those feelings. It's part of your process and your healing. Um, you have a very important gift to share. These cards are telling me that, and you are clearly on a very intense spiritual awakening and journey right now. So honor that. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day.